Hey guys, Alberto here. Welcome back to my channel, I should say. This is something I actually recorded in the past. Kind of scrapped it just because I didn't really like how it goes, and I don't have like a good editing software that doesn't burn out my RAM and my CPU. So I decided to talk to you guys about one of the card games I've been playing a lot since November, Pokemon. And we're just going to go ahead and do it because we're going to open 100 packs. I actually have more packs and codes right here. I just don't want to redeem them all yet. We're not really looking for anything. We want to look for good cards, obviously. But I have everything I need already from this set. This is the most recent set Team Up. So if you're really interested, we got our first GX, Mr. Mime. He prevents odd numbers damage counters from doing any damage to him, which can be neat, I guess, in some situations. But yeah, I just want to introduce you guys to this card game because I know we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh on my channel. I know I've done Yu-Gi-Oh unboxings. It's a lot easier for me to do Pokemon online things. Oh, we got a Prism Star. Wondrous Labyrinth. That's nice. So I feel like I should talk about this. This is actually another card game I really like to play. I'm actually going to go, today is Monday when I'm recording this, and that's actually one of my Pokemon nights at my locals. So I figured I just might as well do this in the morning. And we get another Mr. Mime. This Mr. Mime is different because it prevents Pokemon with damage counters can't attach any cards, and they can't be put into the opponent's hand, which is really neat. It plays around a card called Acerola. So let's actually, before we actually get into like different cards and stuff, let's actually talk about what the card game is. So everyone knows Pokemon from the Nintendo series, right? It's been around for a long time, and if you don't, you probably know what Pokemon is. So this card game, basically, it jumps itself into 3 categories. Oh, hey, Aegislash, one of my favorite mons right there. You got energy cards, Pokemon cards, and trainer cards. So energies is kind of what you use to attach to Pokemon like this, and you can see on the Pokemon that they have specific, that's a colorless, that's a fire energy, that they need requirements to attack using a specific attack. Then you have trainer cards, which they do a sort of things. Trainer cards can also be divided into different categories. There's items, there's stadiums, and then there's supporters. And there's specific rules about supporters and stuff. You can use items whenever you want. You can play 1 stadium per turn, just like this is a stadium. And you can only play a supporter per turn, but you can use items whenever you want, and it's really cool. There's different items to do different things. There's a rotation instead of a ban list. Well, there is a ban list, but you mostly focus like on a rotation of different sets. So it's really neat. Like I said, I play this card game a lot. I play it as much as Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly. I've been playing it more just because I've been trying to learn and super get into it the past couple months. Now that I actually have a kind of a foot into the door at my Pokemon locals, and most of the Pokemon players know me now, so I figured this would be a good chance to get this. Ooh, Pokemon Communication, nice. We haven't even gotten any other GX or full art. Oh, actually, that's another thing I should talk about is rarities too. Okay, this is actually a perfect time. So we're gonna pause right here and talk about rarities and stuff. You can see at the very bottom corner you have a circle, you have a diamond, and then you have a star. These are your rarities. So these are your common, your uncommon. Most items are going to be uncommon. And then you have I guess your rare. And if it's a holographer like this, what's it called? It means it's a very high rarity, and there's a chance there could be reverse foil cards like this. Like you can see the foils right here. You can kind of see like the shininess. And this is actually a really good card. That's why you saw me like pog for a second. In real life, this card is actually like $22 to $23 for the actual card. I only have one of, and I want to get a playset, which the playset is 4. So that's actually super awesome. This actually goes for a lot of packs on online too, so really neat. I actually already have my playset already on here because I've opened more than a case. This is actually going to be like a case and a half technically of how many packs I've opened of this set. And then I'm just going to trade off cards I already don't need. Like that. I'm going to trade that, get some packs back, and save for the next set that comes out in, I believe, May. I believe that's how that works. So this pack opening has been kind of slow up until that. It's pretty good. Other than that, each Pokemon do different things. There's supporters that do different things. Like I said, it's really neat overall. And I got a text. Then you got, I should probably also explain this. Prism Stars are also a thing. If a card has a prism on it and it's got its own special foil, you can only play with one copy of that card in your deck. You can play multiple Prism Stars. You can't just play multiple copies of one Prism Star. It sounds a little bit confusing, but I promise you it's not. It's actually a really fun card game. Basically, how you play is you have one Pokemon out, and you see there's basics, there's stage 2s. I'll explain that in a bit. But you have one Pokemon out, that's your main attacker. We call that in the active. And then you have 5 Pokemon on your bench. And you can switch, you can manually retreat once per turn. There's different cards that can just retreat by themselves, make Pokemon retreat. And basically it's just a one-on-one. You put energies on your Mons, and then you just try to knock out your opponent's Pokemon. And the goal is to obtain all your prize cards. So at the beginning of the game, after you look at your hand and you choose a basic Pokemon, like Seahow's basic, you start off with, you put down 6 prize cards from the top of your deck. And your goal is each time you knock your opponent's Pokemon out, you get at least 1 prize card. Now, there are more chances to get prize cards as well. There'll be, and if you guys want, I can actually make an actual tutorial on this. And here, look at a second GX. Lycanroc GX. Nice. There's actually multiple ways to get more prize cards. Like if your opponent is playing a card Pokemon type called GX, and says at the very bottom of the card, and I should have probably done it when we got that Lycanroc, you can actually take 2 prizes from that. And in Team Up, they introduced a new type of Pokemon cards called Tag Teams. So if you knock out a opponent's tag team, you actually get 3 prizes. And you can only, there's only 6 prizes in the game. So that should tell you how strong or how interesting those tag team Pokemons. And we get our first secret. Electro Charger. So there's different rarities, of course. There's of said rares is the Hollow Reverse Foil. Then there's secrets like this. That's everything's gold. There's Hyper Rares, which is a rainbow. And then there's Full Art. So that's really, really neat. I'm just going to keep going because I'm not even halfway done. And we're, 8 minutes into this recording? Wow. But yeah, if you guys want, I can do it. There's a Full Art right there. Scar Charge, Incineroar GX. As you can see at the very bottom, when your Pokemon GX is knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prizes. And this is a not reverse foil. This is a Full Art where you can see the whole Pokemon right there, and the background's one color. Really neat. I actually might keep that, not trade that. Sorry, I have to answer this text. Ooh. Yeah, I can actually do, like, an actual, what's it called? Like, tutorial, I guess, if you guys want, in a separate video. Because, honestly, this game is really easy to pick up. The game's actually really cheaper. I know I talked about how that Jirachi was $22, but most of these cards are cheap. Like, all of these cards, not including energies, are probably under, like, 50 cents if you see a Mon you really like and you want to play around. Of course, getting higher rarities is a little bit more expensive, but there's so many rarities of different Pokemon, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, this is, honestly, I traded most of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I don't use anymore, and I built a meta deck at the time when I first played this card game. I built a deck called Blacephalon GX, and it's very cheap, and that was for like a meta deck. So Don't be turned off. I know some people get turned off because of prices sometimes. Like, this card's really good and it's uncommon. But, honestly, the games are really fun. And if you're interested in card games and haven't give Pokemon a shot, you should give it a shot. And here we go. We got a Prism Star and a GX in this. That's pretty good. Hoopa GX. I think there's some decks that are experimenting with this, especially with upcoming Mons that's been announced in Japan that we will get later this year. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. And another Ferrothorn. We're getting a lot of Ferrothorns in this pack opening. Really, really nice. Another Prism Star. That's a third Shaman Prism Star, like, in the past 5 packs. That's wild. And I know this is going to be a longer video. I should have said that at the beginning. But I'm opening 100 packs. And there's no way to, like, speed up. Doot. So. Tentacruel and a Parasect. Now, this set, I think, has 200 cards in it. This is not as big as the last set. Lost Thunder had like 270. Ooh, Erica's Hospitality. Kind of need that card. I think that's a playset I have now online. I don't actually have any of that card in real life. Probably should pick them up just to keep a core on me. And we get another full art, Ampharos GX. We see this a lot at my locals. That's funny. But yeah, you can see the specific art and stuff. And like even some full arts are cheaper. Like I think this is like $2 to $3 in real life. So if you really like Ampharos, you can play the deck. So like I said, it's pretty fun. The actual meta we're in real life is actually like super wide open. You can play a lot of decks and still do very well. So don't get turned off. And there's another regular art Incineroar GX. Nice. And now we're halfway through. Holy crap. We are 11 and a half minutes in, and now we're halfway through these pack openings. I apologize if this video is a lot longer than usual, but we're just going to keep on going. This is a 100 pack opening on Pokemon. This is wild. I actually, like I said, I have most of these cards in real life, and if I don't, I can get them very easily. So yeah, I actually have a meta deck online and in-game. The only thing, like I said, I'm only missing Jirachis for this specific build, but I have most of the cards for the deck I really like. And that's not Latios and Latias GX, but this is one of those tag teams I was telling you guys about. You know, a lot of HP, a lot of damage, but it's a lot risky because, like I said, your opponent takes 3 prizes. This is cool. This is actually a deck in itself. Really cool. I actually have a Altanar in this game, so really nice. What else? In real life I play a tag team called Pikachu Zekrom GX. Really nice card. I'm hoping I pull another one for you guys so you can see it, and I don't have to like go into my actual decks or my collection. We can also build like Venusaur GX. That's a deck that's going around right now as well. A Venusaur Celebi tag team. GX, I should say, has 270 HP. Werelord and Magikarp has 300 HP, which is the most health in the game. It's wild. Like, Werelord had the most health in the game, and then he outdid himself by adding a Magikarp. Ooh, a reverse for Erica. Nice. But yeah, you can tell if you don't even want to get to play the card game, the art is really, really cute. Like, they have little, like, claymations. I don't know if you saw the last, really paid attention to the last pack as we're going through them so fast. But there was, like, a yarn version of Electrode that was really cute. There's, like, different art styles. There's, like, this. There's a cutesy, like, type of stuff like that. Like, this is very chibi. And then you have Grammar that's like, hey! So, honestly, like I said, this card game is really fun. And I'm starting to run into things to say. Which, after 60 packs, that's actually not terrible. I'm proud of myself. I guess I can just start talking about different Pokemon that we see. Actually, I'll talk about some of my favorite Pokemon that I want to hopefully play as like a meta deck. And that's Aegislash. The Shield of Zeus. It's a Ghost Steel Pokemon that was released in X and Y. Gen 6? So it's a really, really nice mon. There's the pre-evolution right there with Tool Drop, Duo Blade. I just really hope there's a deck, like a meta deck coming out with that soon, like a Aegislash GX, which they announced in Japan that there's going to be a card called Duststone that lets you search out a Pokemon that evolves using the Dust Stone in the game, like Honchkrow. There's actually just announced a Honchkrow GX with that tool item. So there's that. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain about tools, and they're not as important. The only like important ones like choice band and stuff. Man, it's been a while. We haven't seen a full art either. Out of 70 almost 70 packs. That's kind of wild. Now all these codes are randomly generated, so I'm actually shouldn't be surprised that I haven't seen a full art yet. But whatever. This is actually the first deck I made was Alone Executor. Except, this one came out of Celestial Storm and had the same attack and everything, but it was grass instead of dragon. Which is pretty neat. And it had no weakness, too, so I wouldn't lose the clowns. Then again, I covered my bases with the clown deck, the Blessuffalon GX deck, so I don't know why I would even really worry about it. Kind of sad that we have not gotten a Pika Zekrom. We got a Jirachi, that was pretty nice. I can get a decent chunk of my card of the packs I used back with that card. That's kind of how Pokemon works. You got another full art Incineroar, which is nice. But I really want to pull a full art Pika Zekrom, just to add to my so I can have two instead of using just the one online. Getting a lot of Brock's Grit. But like I said, Pokemon's a really fun game. I think that'll be like next week's video. I'll make it like a kind of a tutorial. We'll play like an online game, like a really simplified version with like AI. Actually, yeah, I'll use like a structure deck just to teach, and then I guess the next video I'll go into like an actual playing like my actual deck, which my deck can get kind of complicated. Both this and I get both my Pika Zekrom, and I guess even if I play like Venusaur, which is a very simplified game state type of deck. Man, we are getting a lot of Brazongs. Holy crap, dude. And Still no Pika Zekrom. Pika Zekrom's kind of hard to pull, I guess, in real life. It's not that expensive. It's like, I think, $13, $14 in real life. But, just wow, I was hoping to get more. But this is the fourth Incineroar. 2 full arts and 2 regular arts. Holy crap. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a hyper rare either. So, like, actually, this is a good time to explain this. And there's our second Mr. Mime GX. How, like, the card packs work is you get 10 cards per pack. A box has 36 packs, and Latios and Latias stack. Nice. So, let's see, I'm opening 100 packs. So that's like 2.5 boxes. And I've opened a case of these before. It was wild. I did not get that much sleep because I got home at like midnight. And I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and start these codes. And I got like 50 codes in at 2 o'clock in the morning because I have to enter them manually. Because my webcam, as you can see, does not have a QR reader. So I can't. Ooh, Zapdos. Nice. This is another card I have in real life that I use. It's a really good card. Once it hit actives for 1 electric energy, it does 10 plus 70 more damage that turn. And it ignores weakness and resistance. So that's really good. It can do a lot of damage with 1 energy. And we're down to the last 10 packs after this. WILD. Wild. There's a full art. That's nice. This is actually the most expensive full art in real life. Sitting at, I believe, $40. Erica's Hospitality. That is wild. I'm glad I got a full art. And I'm probably just going to put that in the market. As much as I want to, like, rarity bump all of my cards. There's the Aegislash. See, it just does 40 less damage to, takes 40 less damage to attacks, which is, I guess, neat. But, I don't know. I feel like there should be a GX that should be a lot better. I really hope that they announce a GX that's, really good. So I can just play the deck. Aegislash, whatever. It's one of my favorite mons. Like, ever. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I'm a Mythology nerd, another Hoopa GX. And, Aegis is the actual name for the shield of Zeus in Greek mythology. So, hey, Nidoqueen. That's a deck. But, so yeah, I really like that. Plus, his design overall is really cool. I love the typing. I love his ability in the game, Shield Stance, where I can just, like, it has a lot of defense. I buff myself. And then I just do, like, a simple Shadow Sneak, and I'm sweeping people. At least back then. It was wild. And then it got hit to Ubers when it first came out. I was like, wow, this mon is broken. Yeah, I really hope there's a GX of it here soon. I know there's an EX of, what's it called? Aegislash. But I don't know if it was actually meta, because I wasn't playing around the time of EXs and stuff. And this is our last pack. Wow. So what do we get? So what is our last pack? Our last pack is a regular Absol. So that's cool. This has been 21 minutes. Wow, I guess I blazed through the second half really fast. But yeah. So that was a 100-pack opening of Pokemon. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I guess I'll show you guys real fast. A peek of Pika Zekrom. Where is it? It is Pika Zekrom. Right, there he is. Pika Zekrom, really cool. Looking, this is the card I use in real life. And I have the full art somewhere in here. There. Oh, there it is. Looks really cool. And this is the alternate on Latios, and it's adorable. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this opening. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys join me next time. I hope you guys to like kind of show you how to play like a very simplified version before we get into like super in-depth stuff. And yeah, see you guys in the next video and on stream. That stream.